So this is the iSteady Pro 4. It is very well built. Everything is built pretty much out of plastic, but it feels very solid and very premium. It is a bit bulky and heavy for an action camera gimbal. I have a scale in here. Let's see the total weight of the gimbal. It is 365 grams basically, and with the mini tripod, it's exactly 398 grams, basically 400 grams. But because of its size and weight, it is very comfortable to hold and grip, and also I feel extremely confident when holding this gimbal. Mounting an action camera on this gimbal is very simple. You're simply going to take your camera. In my case, this is the GoPro HERO10. Slide it in, and then you're going to take this thing, wrap it around the camera, and that's pretty much it. Turn on the gimbal and basically ready to rock and roll. Let's take a look now at the buttons and ports on the gimbal. First we have the joystick to move the gimbal around. Then we have the mode button to switch between different modes on the gimbal. You have pan follow, pan tilt follow, lock mode, and finally POV mode. Here you have the power on off button, and also it doubles as the button to control the GoPro. I'm going to show you later on how it works. And finally we have this tilt button in here to make sure that the GoPro is perfectly straight with the horizon. On the side we have a 1/4-inch tray to mount other accessories, a USB-A port to charge other accessories if you want to use this gimbal as a power bank, and also a USB-C port to charge the gimbal itself. On the back we have the trigger button. If you're going to hold it, it's going to switch to sport mode, and if you're going to double press this trigger button, it's going to recenter the camera. And finally on the side we have these LED lights to indicate how much battery life you have on the gimbal. You can also control your GoPro through this gimbal. Let me show you how it works. So you're going to open connections on your GoPro, then you're going to go to connect device, open GoPro Quick app, and then you're going to double press on this pair button on the gimbal. 1, 2. And that's pretty much it. And I can press the record button once to start and stop recording. Just like so. And again, I can press it again. Stop recording. Start recording. Switch to photo. Take a picture. You can also control this gimbal through the Hohem application on your smartphone. So let me show you how it works. I can move the gimbal around. Just like so. I can recenter the gimbal. I can switch between video, photo mode and time-lapse mode on the GoPro itself. So as you can see now it's in video mode. I can switch it to photo mode, time warp mode, time-lapse mode, back to video mode. I can also start and stop recording. So here I am recording a clip, and when I decide to stop, I press this button again, and there you go. I can switch to photo mode, take a picture, and it's really awesome. When it comes to battery life, I think this is where this gimbal shines the most. You get roughly 14 hours of battery life, which is more than enough for a full day of shooting. And also you can use this gimbal as a power bank to charge other accessories or even your smartphone through this USB-A port. You can also power on your action camera directly from this gimbal. So you have a port in here on the side. And then you can take one of the included cables for your action camera. In my case, this is the USB-C cable. I can plug it into the gimbal, then to the GoPro, and basically power on the GoPro through the gimbal. It's a bit finicky because, as you can see now, the battery door is being completely blocked by this motor. So I kind of have to flip the camera around. Then I have to remove the battery door. And even then, it's kind of hard to plug in and set up. One more problem now, I cannot power on the GoPro because I don't have access to the power button. It's on the side now, blocked by the gimbal motor, so I have to remove the camera again. Power on the GoPro. As you can see, it is working and charging the GoPro, but it's really annoying to set up in my personal opinion. As for the stabilization performance, you've already seen how good the iSteady Pro 4 performs in the beginning of this video. I found gives the best results when setting the hypersmooth stabilization to standard on the GoPro Hero 10. If you're going to completely turn off the stabilization on the GoPro, then you will see some minor jitter and shake, but it's nothing compared to not using a gimbal at all. Here's a couple of comparison shots. Alright, so conclusions. Honestly, I don't really know if I can recommend this gimbal. I mean, yes, the battery life is great. You can control your GoPro, you can charge your GoPro, you can use it as a power bank, and it's very comfortable to hold and grip. But the stabilization performance is not the best when not using the hypersmooth stabilization on the GoPro itself. And if I need to turn on hypersmooth on the GoPro, what's the point of having a gimbal? The whole point of a gimbal is to use the GoPro without the hypersmooth stabilization in case if you want to shoot in low light conditions, for example, because if you shoot in low light conditions with the hypersmooth stabilization, it's not going to perform the best. And the same thing applies for ND filters. If you're going to use ND filters a lot with your GoPro, the hypersmooth does not work really well with ND filters. So if I need to turn on the stabilization on the GoPro, the hypersmooth stabilization with this gimbal, then in my opinion it doesn't really make that much sense. But maybe I'm wrong, I don't know. Let me know down below what you think. Thanks for watching.